Testing 1, 2, 3. We are back in effect. Let's start now. 1, 2, 3. Suge Knight says Snoop Dogg's ownership of Death Row Records is illegal. Suge Knight is in the news, y'all. Suge is saying that the sale that we all celebrated when we found out that Snoop Dogg purchased Death Row Records is illegal. He goes on to say, Suge Knight has questioned the what it says? Oh, the validation of Snoop Dogg's ownership of Death Row Records, accusing his former signee of acquiring control of the label in a illegal manner. On Monday, April 24th, TMZ released audio of a phone call with the incarcerated music mogul discussing Snoop's current role as owner and CEO.
First got in this business, people was only getting 5% airtime on the radio. If they got 10%, they was popping champagne bottles. I was the first person to hit radio like it was an R&B act or a pop act. And I went from 95% to 97%. At one time, 97% of the stuff you heard on the radio was either on Death Row or somebody that was managing. I was the first one ever knew to own my masters. I'm the first one ever got people out their contract.
But how do you feel about Snoop owning it now?
Well, I don't know. If he do, I doubt that. But if he did, it'll be a situation. Well, first of all, you got to look at it like this. I'm quite sure everything, I am Death Row. Suge Knight is Death Row. So I'm quite sure, before it's said and done, all eyes on me and Machiavelli out of pocket, I'm definitely to come back to me. And the rest of the stuff. But one problem with that is that Snoop has a partner, which is Michael Harris, correct?
Correct.
Right. If you look at it, they committed fraud. They committed bankruptcy fraud. I didn't lose my company by doing anything wrong. They went in and a lawyer didn't show up, and they got a default judgment. I settled the judgment. They turned around and said I didn't settle the judgment, but they committed bankruptcy fraud, which we just found out for sure last week. When they filed bankruptcy in '95, they said it had nothing to do with Death Row or anything, and the lawyer did also, and their lawyers knew. And you can't commit bankruptcy fraud and settle and do those types of things. So the same guy you see in the series, when you see all of his deposition in prison, her deposition when they said and the lawyers knew this, they had filed bankruptcy and they didn't have a right to do it and they settled. You can't turn around and do it. It's called illegal. It's a crime. So you can't take a person who committed the worst crime of the century to take death row from black people to try to give it to white people and think you're going to turn around and reward and says he's going to grab Snoop and they're going to go get it back and have death row. It don't work like that. So if we're gonna talk about something, let's talk about it.
Do you have a favorite album on Death Row?
That is a blessing. Murder with the Case was, the Murder with the Case story was, like I said, I don't want to give it all away because a lot of stuff in the series, but at the same time, we was going to do a song called, we went to go see a movie called Natural Born Killer. And they wanted me to do a song on there. So when it was time for me to do that song, I said, well, I got to put the other people on the Death Row family on there also. They said, no, we only want one song. So I told Jimmy, I told everybody, I said, hey, well, I can't participate in this because if they can't take everybody, we can't do it at all. I said, what you going to do?
That's crazy, man. They say Snoop Dogg announced April 18th, Snoop Dogg attends the premiere of FX's Dear Mama at the Academy Museum of Motion Pictures, April 18, 2023 in Los Angeles. This is an extremely meaningful moment for me. I would like to personally thank the teams at Blackstone, MNRK, and especially David Kasselbaum, who worked collaborative with me for over several months to make this exciting homecoming a reality. I'm looking forward to building the next chapter of Death Row Records. Yeah, because he hasn't even dropped any music yet. I was hoping to see. I mean, it's been what, a year now, a year and a half since he purchased Death Row. I was just hoping. I'm like, this is gonna be big. Like, I'm thinking he gonna put on a lot of young artists. He gonna bring back some old artists from Death Row and put them on. And maybe I was thinking that maybe he was gonna bring like the old Death Row, the old Death Row artists and collaborate with them and plug them in with the new artists that he was gonna go out and find. And make like this whole, old Death Row and new Death Row kind of family thing. But I don't know, man. I don't think that Snoop has he's a brilliant artist. You can't say he's not a brilliant entertainer as far as working this entertainment game and hustling it to the degree he's brought it to. But Snoop ain't really he's not really a record. He's not really a record executive. He's not really a record owner. Snoop is more of an artist. I mean, he's tried this before. He had a record label before. I forgot the name of it. I forgot the name. It was called Snoopalicious Records or something like that. He had a so-called record label before that didn't work out. He had signed the East Siders. He signed I forgot. I think her name was LaToya Johnson. She was a singer from back in the day that he signed. Really good voice. She kind of put me in mind of Shirley Murdoch. Had a really powerful voice. I haven't seen her in anything in a while, but that was the last time that Snoop had tried. He had Snoopafly, which is a artist he signed. But that record label, E. White, I think was signed to Snoop at one point, but that didn't work out. He's from out of Long Beach. E. White, shout out to E. White. I used to date his sister and stuff. Shout out to Kim. But I don't know. I don't think Snoop has the expertise to run a record label. He's more of an artist type guy. That's why he had to get with Master P. That same thing with Master P. Master P is not really, to me, Master P is not a good rapper, But he was a brilliant record label owner, with No Limit Records. Same thing with Ruthless Records, with Eazy-E. Easy, to me, he even said it, he wasn't really a good rapper. A lot of his stuff was written by other rappers. A lot of his stuff when Ice Cube was with NWA was written by Ice Cube, that Eazy-E. Matter of fact, he even said in one of his rhymes, he said, Ice Cube wrote rhymes that I say, because Eazy wasn't a rapper. Even after they left, he had like people like BG and his brother Drayster write his lyrics for him, because brilliant hustler, brilliant businessman, but Eazy wasn't a good rapper. Same thing with Snoop. Snoop is a brilliant rapper, brilliant writer, producer, but he's not I don't know. Like, we haven't seen anything from Death Row. I mean, he pretty much just turned Death Row into like a clothing line. Everybody's wearing the shirts, which he owns the t-shirt line that he came out with, and the hoodies and sweats and stuff like that. But like, when is the new Death Row music gonna drop? We looking for Death Row music, looking for new Death Row artists to drop. So he hasn't came out with anything yet. So I don't know, man. Maybe that's why, because it's not really full owner yet. He still got to go through stuff with Suge. Suge talking about he's not going out without a fight. So maybe that's probably why he hasn't dropped anything yet, because he doesn't really fully own it yet. I don't know. What do y'all think the deal is with that? Go ahead and leave your comments and subscribe to The Griot. Appreciate you guys watching. Y'all take care.